Justice, as you look at that, what jumps out to you?
You know, they made a lot of threes tonight. I think that was the biggest takeaway. A lot of it probably from offensive rebounds. You know, we'll look at film and figure out how they got that off. But yeah, I mean, they forced us in a lot of rotations. You know, having that big in there, having that Keating in there. So I mean, yeah, we'll look at it on film.
The last two possessions there, you had the turnover, and then Brice were not able to get the shot off. What did you guys see in those moments? What were you trying to do there, and how did Purdue take things away from you?
Yeah, the last play, just not a good pass from me. Should have took my time maybe a little bit longer, but you know, that was the first thing I saw open was Bruce. Got me to get a hand on it, and you know, ended up getting the possession. But yeah, that's all that is really to it.
Yeah, the last play was a little set action we run to get a three, and I came off the screen, and I was kind of expecting the aggressive double switch, and I saw it, and I mean, it was good defense. I give them credit for that, so I couldn't really get it off.
You guys have had games that have gone to the last seconds. You beat Rutgers and lost to Carolina. What are you guys learning about yourself in those moments? What needs to change in the last couple of seconds when you're in the balance?
Yeah, just finishing the game all the way through, man. You know, we was up 3, there's however many seconds left to go. And yeah, that's what it comes down to in Big Ten play. You know, the teams here they're all good. So then in the game, those last couple of possessions, every possession counts. And you know, we didn't make enough plays at the end, especially, and we paid for it.
You guys talk about how you had to kind of bounce back there defensively in terms of guarding ED once Zed went out of the game. Obviously, Felix did a nice job on him, but you know, Eugene had to go in there and guard him at points as well. Just how you guys responded after your starting center goes out there.
Yeah, Fee did a good job coming in. You know, being able to give us minutes with Zed coming out. You know, he played hard, same as Gene. But you know, we were able to make adjustments, and you know, like you said, we had to play a little bit harder, especially you know, not having our main five in. But I think he did a good job, especially you know, just getting thrown into the fire, him and Gene. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we just didn't get enough plays done today.
Wes, I know this might be a hard question to answer because you just lost, but whatever your expectations were coming into your freshman year, does it feel like transitioning to college basketball has maybe been smoother than maybe you expected it to be at this point for you?
It's definitely been tough, especially, you know, with games like this and transitioning into Big Ten play. Like Justice mentioned, everybody's good, and you know, it's super hard to win. Like you don't have to play perfect, but you have to do a lot of things right. So, you know, me individually, I just put my trust in my teammates and my coaches to put me in the right spots, just play my game. But as a team, you know, I think we've been good so far. We obviously have stuff to work on, but yeah, I think it's been fun so far.
Have you noticed teams maybe adapting to what you've been able to do these first 10 to 15 games so far, and how they game plan for you now versus maybe what they were doing the first 4 or 5 games?
Yeah, a little bit. I feel a little bit of pressure, or not pressure, but like gravity. So I just continue to look for my teammates in certain situations and let them play.
Justice, Coach Painter was just saying teams that don't double a lot, like you guys don't. It's not so much the doubling, but getting back and getting everybody back to where they're supposed to be. It can be an issue when you do that. Did you guys feel like that was an issue sometimes in some of those scramble plays?
Oh, when we're rotating, that we're talking about?
Yeah, after you double in the paint and then ball gets
Yeah, we broke down a little bit, you know, in the first half especially. I think we did a better job the second half, but yeah, I mean, those plays that we were maybe lacking some discipline in and attention to detail, they made us pay. Especially some dudes off the bench were able to make an impact. And yeah, it was just some rotation stuff that's an easy fix, but we didn't get enough good rotations at the end of the day.
And I think Bruce came out of the game with about 9 minutes left. You took over the point for almost the rest of the game. Coach Holton said a couple games ago he needs you to do more of that. be kind of the backup point guard? I know you did that a couple of years ago before the injury, just the comfort level of getting back into that role specifically.
Yeah, you know, Coach puts trust in me to be in positions like that and play multiple positions. But yeah, I feel fine handling the ball and being able to, you know, create for myself and my teammates as well. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to do whatever's needed.
There's a ton of analytics in basketball. One of them has them like 300 and something in three-point offense, yet they shoot 38% as a team. So was the plan tonight to let them shoot threes, or was it a wait and see thing, like we're going to adjust in the middle of the game if they hit a certain number? I just wonder, it seemed like you guys never moved off that strategy, and the strategy appeared to be you'd rather have them shoot threes than have Edie one-on-one in the post.
Yeah, I mean, our strategy really was to just to shrink the floor when Edie got the ball. But yeah, our rotation, we don't give up open threes. It's just slow rotations. You know, it wasn't intentionally trying to give open threes out because you know they had a few of them that hurt us. You know, especially going on runs. But yeah, that was the main game plan, to shrink the floor and to be able to rotate well to shooters.
Brice, just to follow up on what Stephen was asking you before, seeing what Malachi did coming in here last year as a freshman, did that inspire you to kind of be able to step into a similar role here as a freshman?
Obviously, I watched them last year because, you know, I was coming in and, you know, I want to support them. But, yeah, I think Malachi had a great season and I'm going to always support him. That's my guy. But I think we're two different people. So now, like, you know, the situation I'm in is a lot different. So, like I said, man, I'm just putting my trust in my teammates and my coaches and just playing my game.
On the lawyer three that they hit late, when they call the timeout and you guys are scheming for what they're going to try to do, what are you envisioning going to happen? Like, how did that play unfold compared to maybe what you thought? Obviously, they could go a couple different ways.
No, I mean, we knew the ball was going to get answered to them, but I think they might have spread the floor a little bit, spread us out a little bit on that last possession, and made that rotation. And have to maybe rotate over a little further, which gave him that time to get that shot off. But yeah, I mean, that's something that we kind of expected. We just didn't get it done today.
Last question.
What are those huddles like? Last couple of seconds, you know, if you get a stop, you get the win. Who's talking in those huddles? What's the mood like? What is it like to be in those huddles?
Most of the time, it's our captains talking, like Sway or our point guards like Bruce, and just giving like quick insight on what we see and just telling each other to keep our composure or just give little pointers on what we need to execute or like the topic at hand. You know, whatever it is looking forward, whatever the situation may be. So.